All right, there's another way to scroll, like, and post this morning. Meta has officially released its own version of Twitter. The new app is called Threads, and it's being launched under Instagram. That way, users can keep their Instagram names on Threads. This could add more pressure on Twitter. The platform has received some criticism for recent changes, though, like capping the number of tweets viewers can see each day. I have to say, something else sneaky that Mark Zuckerberg has done with that, you cannot delete your Threads account unless you delete Instagram. So once you're on it, if you don't like it, you're there. Exactly. All right, let's talk about Teslas now, though. They are looking to hire people to test drive electric cars this summer. Yeah, the company posted job listings for temporary workers in 14 cities, including Marina del Rey. The goal is to collect data on Tesla's self-driving systems. Some of the job duties include driving the cars in designated areas and collecting and reporting data. According to Tesla, pay ranges anywhere from $17 to $46 an hour, and the gig also comes with benefits and the potential for overtime pay.
At least 5 people now recovering from injuries after being bitten by sharks at beaches around Long Island and New York over the past couple of days. And as Fox's CB Cotton shows us, it's not just the East Coast that's seeing an increase in these shark encounters.
Shark sightings and shark attacks spanning the East Coast. This pod of 50 sand tiger sharks spotted in the waters off of Long Island on the 4th of July. Worried beachgoers putting their trust in lifeguards.
I thought they did a really great job the other day pulling everybody out of the water.
I trust that people are looking out. I also look to see if there are birds working. I look to see if there are dolphins. I look to see if the water's murky.
Long Island is bracing to outpace last summer's 8 shark attacks. This week alone, 5 shark bites in only 2 days.
It was alarming. We had to stay out of the water for a couple of hours, and then they let everybody back in.
According to TrackingSharks.com, which tracks reports of shark attacks, there have been 23 so far this year. 2 provoked, but none were fatal.
It's a little scary, but honestly, it is what it is, you know? I mean, this is their home.
While unprovoked attacks are rare, experts say sharks are swimming closer to the shoreline than ever before to feed on smaller fish.
5 years ago, we didn't see the sharks close. Every now and then before that, you'd see a shark. Now we're seeing them regularly. So that is our new normal.
But there are ways for swimmers to avoid being mistaken for food.
Swimmers should only swim in lifeguard protected areas. Don't go into murky waters, and do not go into areas that have dolphins or other marine life.
Lifeguards and EMTs at New York beaches are not only using drones, they're also using jet skis to survey waters this summer. On Long Island, I'm CB Cotton, Fox News.
I mean, that's unsettling. It's unsettling.
No,
but you made a good point.
We were just talking about some of the, yes, sharks are in the water. That happens to be where you'll find them.
That's exactly where you'll find them.
Doesn't make it less scary, though.
No,
right?
I completely understood, but it's kind of like bears in the woods.
Yeah.
You just got to be extra cautious.
Yes.
Be aware of your surroundings, and you want to make sure that you're within an eye shot of the closest lifeguard. Lifeguards were getting a bit of a workout this weekend. A lot of folks headed out to again the beach locations for the 4th of July, and it was okay. We didn't get any shark sightings along our coast, at least not that I'm aware of. We actually looked forward to some really nice conditions. Surf heights, though, still a little elevated, 3 to 6 footers for Ventura and LA County. Still under a beach hazard statement due to the higher surf. You want to be extra cautious. Dangerous rip currents. Again, a reminder to check with the lifeguard before entering the water, especially if you're not a strong swimmer, especially under these conditions. Water temperatures upper 50s, 60s. Another gorgeous day out on the beach. We're waking up this morning, with the overcast conditions and some spots, but we're looking forward to more sunshine all the way down to the coast as well. So really great afternoon there. A little breezy as we get into the afternoons for our coastal areas and mountain communities as well. We're going to be looking at gusty conditions through some of our deserts and canyons and passes. Also, we're going to be making way for more heat after the weekend. Temperatures set to soar well above the average. We've had a nice string of weather conditions for downtown LA, just 70s and low 80s. Typically for this time of year, we should be right around 81 degrees. Not too far from normal. The reason why we're getting these slightly below average temperatures is because the flow of air continues to be onshore. That nice sea breeze, Mother Nature's natural air conditioning. And we're going to be looking at these similar conditions for the next couple of days into this weekend before high pressure builds in, come in our direction out of the southeast, expand, giving us the offshore flow, and things are going to be pretty toasty. Once again, air quality, we've been dealing with some stagnant air. Of course, 4th of July and all the fireworks and the smoke. Air quality on moderate side, a little unhealthy for those interior areas, but things will slowly start to improve in the next day or so. Temperatures, nice 70s. We're going to jump into the 80s and upper 80s, even for downtown LA, possible as that area of high builds in. Triple-digit heat coming back our way next week. So I would encourage folks to enjoy these numbers. Even our mountain communities are pretty comfortable outside of those stronger winds going into late afternoon and into the evening hours. Temperatures in the lower deserts, 108, and we're going to be looking for highs eventually getting back into the 1-teens if you're heading out to the Palm Springs area. Send back over to you, too.
All right. Thank you so much, Samara. An update on the story we've been following. The work to fix this massive sinkhole in Chatsworth, this is now hitting the 6-month mark. You can see Skyfox overhead where city crews have been working since it opened up during all that heavy January rainstorms. We saw 2 vehicles fell into that sinkhole, injuring a woman and her daughter who were trapped when a truck fell on top of their car. The repair job was estimated to be more than $4 million. We haven't yet heard when it's expected to be finished.
All right, well, you celebrated America's birthday on Tuesday. One Los Angeles couple was celebrating the birth of their quadruplets. Yesterday, Fox 11 met the quad of 2 boys and 2 girls at Cedars-Sinai. So this is where they were born via C-section on the 4th of July. 3 babies weighing more than 4 pounds. One weighs 5.5 pounds. Our Marla Tejas talked to the mom and dad, Sarah and Jay, and their doctor about the extremely rare delivery. They actually tell Fox 11 they learned they were going to have quadruplets 2 months into the pregnancy and had been trying to get pregnant for 3 years.
One of them was IVF and the other 3 were spontaneous. So nothing short of a miracle. If you ask my sister, she doesn't call it natural and she doesn't call it super. She calls it supernatural. Then they were the fireworks yesterday. They took the show.
I don't really have words for it. I'm a broken record now. I've said I'm running on adrenaline and it's been great. And if it lasts for another 16 years, then I think we'll be okay.
Why 16? I say 30.
30, even better.
120 maybe.
Mom says they're still working on names, but for now, they have named sweet baby A, B, C, and D. If all goes as planned, the quad will go home in a couple of weeks. And when they do, they'll meet their older brother, who just turned 3.
So they're going for a family of 3 to a family of 7. I mean, just think about that.
Yeah.
That's just wild.
I know they've had a little time to mentally get prepared for this,
Right.
but I'm sure it's still nothing like actually bringing
cannot even
4 children
imagine.
home.
4 babies home. Well, congrats to them. Well, coming up, we're going to have an update on Madonna's recovery after being hospitalized because of a bacterial infection.
Plus, growing outrage over a video showing a woman being slammed to the ground by an LA County deputy. That's coming up after the break.